Today we have the #1 ranked player in Mmeg. Legend, ranked 1 player, is gonna explain to us the buffs because there's like over 20 buffs in this game and we're just gonna go through the basic ones, okay? So right here, what is this buff?
So this one is the increased attack. You actually increase all your allies' attack or yourself by 50%. So it increases your base damage and it's really good for actually pure damage setups. And it's one of the mechanics that you really want to have to boost up all that damage as well.
By base attack or total attack?
Base attack.
Okay, so that's the attack that you get without glyphs, am I right?
No, after glyphs, so after glyphs.
After glyphs, that means, for example, Vampire, no glyphs, 600 attack, that's base attack. After the glyphs, maybe it has 2000 attack. So this attack buff is 50% multiplied by the 2000.
Yep.
Okay, so that covers the attack buff. I'm gonna move on to the next one. So this is the defense buff?
Yeah, it's increased defense buff. So you actually increase your defense of allies by 60%. So this one is actually pretty good. You find that most the standard net 2 teams, they run the air golem, and it's basically because of this buff, the increased defense buff. And you just want to get that defense in at probably about 1.3k to actually mitigate about 70 to 80% of incoming damage. So I would say defense is actually a really much needed stat to have your unit survive.
And this buff is also based on the total defense after glyphs.
Yep.
Okay,
yes.
Understood. Because I think a lot of people don't know. They think that, oh, it's going to be same like other games, which is based on the base value without glyphs. So this is a really good clarification. This one is something I see quite often in, which boss is it? Is it rank 10? I think so.
Yeah, rank 10, yeah. So it is invincible. It actually makes your ally or yourself invincible to all sorts of damage. So including things like poison, you can't be poisoned, you can't be life steal, I think. You can't be life drain as well, you can't take any direct forms of damage. So this one is actually really good. I think one of the units that makes use of this a lot is the Earth Damio. If you have checked it out, when he kills an enemy unit, he actually has a 1-turn invisibility on himself. Even on the rough 10 boss as well, you see it cast by the side mobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically what this does is that you don't take any form of damage, but you actually take on debuffs that are not in the form of damage.
Yeah.
So things like you can be paralyzed, you can have any other kind of status effects, but no damage. You just don't take any damage. Yeah, so this one is actually pretty good, I would say. Yeah, really good. If you can have the Water Shaman actually revives you with a unit to be invincible when it's revived for 2 turns. So that's why the Water Shaman is so powerful as well.
Okay, one thing I've noticed about this game as compared to other games, right? Negative effects, for example poison, takes place after the turn.
Yeah.
So, after the turn, invincibility, this one, wears off. Will the poison do damage? Because
no,
it does not. Not for that
damage
turn.
comes first, yeah, damage first and then you recover. So let's say the same thing actually happens with the Herb Zealot. That's why you actually want to glyph him on lifesteal glyphs. For his 2nd skill, because when he sacrifices himself, he actually does the damage first to himself, and then he regenerates the HP back, and then you can see that his life bar does not take that much damage.
Okay, so if for example the Wrath 10 boss have this thing on, but I've got 7 poison debuffs on him, he's not gonna take any damage after the turn.
Yes, right.
Even
so
if he loses it after the turn, he's not going to take damage as long as at the start of the turn he had this buff, he's not going to take any damage after the turn.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so this is something that you guys have to get used to because things happen, the damage kicks in after the turn, but apparently the invincible buff also persists till the end of the turn and only leaves the unit after the damage is done.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
This one is speed increase, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, so it increases the speed of your ally by 40%. So this one is, I think, should be affecting your your total speed after the glyphs are on. And the funny thing about this is that they don't really, there hasn't been any in-depth calculation of how fast your turn bar feel. You know, I think in Summoner's War you actually have this sort of thing whereby you have a formula whereby you can calculate, you know, how fast your turn bar feels based on your base speed numbers.
Yeah, but because that game is so old, people have been doing a lot of math. This game is still relatively young. No one has done the exact math on it yet. So you're saying 40%, right? Of total speed, not base speed.
Yes, yes.
That's a lot of speed. Everything is, all the buffs are based on total value, not base value. Which means the more speed you have, the better this is. It gives the same goes for attack and defense. It's not just on the base value, which is actually, I think, one of the reasons why a lot of the lower star units can actually be good, because if you can glyph them to a total stat of this, and the buffs make them even stronger to do more than what they normally could do. Unlike, for example, Summoner's War. Like, the 2-star units just can't really compete with the 5-star units there, because the buffs are based on base stats. So the 5-star units naturally have better base stats, and then you always lose out there. So in terms of this, I think it's really good. It's really good. I don't know. I believe a lot of people that tried this game from Summoners War, they also don't know that all these buffs are actually total value, and that changes the way we look at units and how to glyph our units.
Yeah, exactly. That's why in this game they actually gives net 2s a chance to shine. So you can see people actually being able to do rough 10 just by using net 2s, and they really make use of these buffs well as knowing what to actually glyph. That's the most important thing, I think.
5 legendary soul stones. I've got fragments, but I'll save them for another day. Today, we'll review 5 net 3, not 5 net 4s. that we'll reveal today. Okay, let's start off right now. Do you have a ritual for summoning?
No, I don't think so. Just when you feel like it.
When you feel like it.
Oh.
I think this one's trash.
I think it's okay actually, because you really need a heal block actually on some of the stages for Tower of Trials. And he actually has heal block on his last skill. Oh, revive block, sorry. With the, I think it was Tower of Trials 70 with the Archangel. Yeah, so she is kind of annoying to revive all the units beside her. So some of these mechanics is actually needed to pass it well if you don't have those OP units, you know.
Okay, so this is like if you don't have an OP unit, because when I look through this guy, and then he's an attacker, right? Because this is an attacker logo. And then I don't see great damage, huge damage in any of the skills. I just think that he's pretty shit.
Yeah, I think that way too, because sometimes they actually might have probably shifted them to the wrong roles. So this guy actually is better as a saboteur, but yeah, so that's just how it is.
Yeah, good to know. Let's move on. We've got 4 more.
Right. Come on, probably get net 4 here, hopefully.
You think so? And 5? I don't know, man. I think like it needs 20 to get a 4-star. Oh, God.
Oh.
Okay, this guy's a pretty good healer. I know that. Right? Like a beginner's healer or something. I mean, 3-star, not really beginner. So, the second skill, though, like the third skill is a 25% of own max HP, which means the total HP after glyphs, am I right?
Yes, of his own, yep.
Yeah, and then increases everybody's defense. Now the second one says, inflicts great damage. When they say great damage, how much damage is, what's the multiplier for great damage? Is there a known figure?
No, nobody knows, because the thing is, from what I've heard, each skill actually has a different multiplier on their own, so it's not like a consistent, when you say attack an enemy, it is always not a consistent multiplier. There's no like a 1 times damage coming out from attack an enemy, and also inflicting great damage actually has a different additional multiplier attached to that particular creature. So I would say it's kind of hard to actually find out what this inflicting great damage actually is, the multiplier actually is.
Okay, but is it true that huge damage is more than great damage?
Yeah, it is true, and I think Hilaire has confirmed it. The developer has confirmed it that huge is better than great, and then great better than normal, and then moderate is actually the least worse than normal.
Okay, we've got 3 more Ubisoft. Come on. 0.6%.
Oh.
This is a 2-star, but it's a 3-star version of the 2-star system.
No, the legendary stone is 10%.
Yeah, I mean, this the other sisters are 2-star, am I right?
Yes.
Oh man.
But the thing is, she's actually good for PvP because she has 84 speed. She is really fast, and as a
she
Saboteur,
evolves into speed. You're saying that because it's 77 now. She
Yes.
evolves into okay.
so she's good in her third skill. So if she's an initiator, so she does something like your air dragon.
Oh, okay. She mutes them for 2 turns, but you before she moves, you need the Hexer to move or something that removes buffs, right? Because people are going to be running immunity for sure.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But
By the way,
in mid game to late game, you won't see much people running immunity glyphs. To be honest.
oh no, you're wrong, man.
Really?
The wheels have just started together. Every
As-
Frost Titan out there has immunity.
I see.
They have it at this point. All of them have immunity.
Okay, that's good to know because I think I've lost track with the early to mid game.
Yeah, cause never mind. Let's move on. 10%, which means we have a 50% chance of pulling a 4-star today. I don't know if it works that way. Oh God!
Oh.
I've gotten so many Holy Sisters. Wait, what is this? The air one though?
Do you have one already?
Have I made one? No, I have one, yes, but I haven't made one. Attacks all enemies, decreases the accuracy. 40%. Ew, 40% is not reliable though.
Yeah, right. To steal, right?
Yeah, it's just not reliable, and it's only a single target cleanse, and I don't know. I don't think she's that good here. She's probably like a substitute for a weaker stripper or something.
Yeah, definitely agree with you with that.
Yeah, let's just say I would say mediocre. Last legendary soulstone, Ubi. Come on.
Come on, let's get it.
What was the longest you've gone without any net for? Oh,
You really want to know?
nice. Wait, let's just look at this Bunraku piece of shit first. Attacks all enemies, lowers the attack bar, increases the attack bar. Okay, but it's not reliable. 60% chance to lower attack bar.
On upgrades probably you actually get some effect chance boost, I guess.
True. But it's not gonna be. But whatever the case is, I mean, you compare this to the Fire Goblin, right? Come on. Like the
Yeah.
it's a guaranteed, right? Pretty much if he's got accuracy, pretty much. Yeah, I would say this is mediocre too. Is there any samurai that actually is decent?
I think the air samurai is actually really good.
Okay, the air one, right?
Yeah, with the third skill.
Okay, but I can't see it now. It's okay. You know what? I'm not gonna save this. Screw it. Let's do it. The fragments. Oh my God! 10% times 6. What are the odds? What are 40%? The odds are 40% that we don't get
40%.
squat today.
Yeah. Come on, YD. Come on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, what is this guy? At the end of it, 50% chance to dodge and refuse it by sacrificing his own HP and then deals more damage when he loses HP. Is this guy decent?
Yeah, this guy is decent if you have, for example, a very reliable healer like the Fire Train beside him. Because the thing is, his third skill is really insane. His passive ability actually grants 50% to dodge for all your allies and refuse their turn bar. But the thing is, you just need to help out with the sacrifice HP portion. And he can actually get your team going for most of the turns if the enemy does not kill them off right away.
Would you? Well, would you glyph this guy with lifesteal to help with that? Does it even?
No, I've tried him on lifesteal attack as well, but he actually leeches too little HP back with the lifesteal, so he can't sustain himself, and he really needs another support unit to be with him. I'm actually thinking of running some fun team with him, and yeah, I'll probably post that on my channel as well.
But you'll need, like, he synergizes really well with, for example, either the Fire Treant or the Fire Crusade, the Paladin, right?
Yes.
That one
definitely
gives defense and heals everybody. So you need like an every turn heal for this guy to make up for that. The problem is he's a tank. I mean, he's like this is a defender, right?
Yep.
Which means that his base attack is probably lower than what an attacker or saboteur, right? Which means that this skill that scales with attack actually doesn't deal as much damage, right?
Yes, it doesn't. It's just there to, I think, provide that buff block as well as the defense break for this unit, and they just want to kind of give him some form of utility as well, alongside with his passive ability, which is actually really nice. I think he can be played if you actually build a team around him.
Good to know. So all of y'all that who have this guy and you happen to have the Fire Treant or the Fire Crusader, I think you can make him work. I can't, because I wouldn't say accidentally, I fathered my Fire Crusader. I used to use my Fire Crusader, and then I got the Fire Justica. I'm like, okay, I don't need another healer anymore. I don't know if I will in the future, but anyway. So, we're gonna stop the video here. Huge shout out to Legend, alright, he makes videos, you upload every day. Or
yeah, I try to have a creature review every day, and I do stream as well.
He also does stream, so there's gonna be Twitch link right there, YouTube address right there. #1 ranked player. Thank you for your insight today. I hope to have you back again to go through the rest of the other buffs and debuffs, and perhaps more summons next time around with better luck.
Yeah, thank you so much, YD, for inviting me. It's been a pleasure being here, and I'm a really good fan of you, even though I don't play the games that you play, but I do watch your videos because I think you're a huge entertainer, and thank you once again for having me on here.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye, thank you so much.